first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, there's the option going left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Now a play fake. Lance. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from it. Incomplete pass.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys get us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. There's Wilson to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Again, Wilson. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield, across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now it's Wilson. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be knocked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Wilson will throw again. He'll get this to Lazard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And
Come on, what the fuck was that?
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, what a response.
Bro, what the fuck was that?
Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25.
Fuck it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Cardinals at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. From the gun, it's Lance. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing now is Lance. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number 1.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from a big-time player on the defensive side.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Rams 14, Cardinals 6.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the side. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, Lance. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ndamukong Suh gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. To try again after the sack. Lance, they'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Trey Lance with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4. And the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But
they're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Legero Sneed, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. This time, the extra point up and go. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. George Kittle, 75 yards. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. This one complete to Cardz Samuel. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Akers. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now they'll throw with Lance. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in the tie ball game of the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mays used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Here's Lance. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Here's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape ball over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A huge play there for Arizona. 58 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
There's Wilson. Able to find Lazard. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters. And the officials say, yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself. But let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high score.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate.